So many 20-somethings are struggling, especially with anxiety, depression, and substance abuse, and a lot of the milestones we're used to seeing our adult kids achieve at this age are being delayed. The new book, The 20-Something Treatment, a Revolutionary Remedy for an Uncertain Age, argues that young adults are being overprescribed. Author Meg Jay is a clinical psychologist who specializes in 20-somethings and advocates for skills over pills. And Meg joins us this morning. It seems odd to call you Dr. J. Do you go? Do we call you Meg?
Please do. I hear that a lot. Yes.
Yeah. How is it different being a 20-something today than 20 years ago pre-social media? Because I imagine that is the big driver of anxiety and depression.
Well, actually, I think the biggest driver is that adult milestones that used to hover around the early 20s, maybe 30, 40, 50 years ago, now hover around the early 30s. So that means you have a good 10 years where you don't know where you're going to live, you don't know who you're going to be, you don't know where you're going to work, you don't know if you'll ever find love, you don't know if you'll ever be able to pay your bills. That's a lot of uncertainty, and the brain does not like that. It makes people feel anxious and stressed.
But why is that being delayed? Is that because we have helicopter parents saying, oh, you're too young, I want you to stay at home with me? Is that, what is the cause of that?
No, there are so many reasons. It's harder to, find career security than it used to be 40, 50 years ago. People are delaying families so that they can get a foothold at work first. We know that the average 20-something is going to have 9 jobs by the age of 35. So it takes quite a long time for people to feel like they have a lot of the adult sources of stability that maybe were easier to come by. The average age of first home ownership is now 35. So it's harder to put together a young adult life than it used to be.
It's one thing to say, let's try some skills before we get to pills, but there's been such a stigma about taking medication for mental health. Aren't psychiatrists the ones we should be looking to delineate that assessment?
Well, actually, I don't say skills before pills. I say skills, not just pills. So that I think it's important that whether you're on medication or not, every young adult needs to work on skills. They have a lot to learn. There are a lot of firsts happening in your 20s, and there's not a single mental health problem out there that's best treated with pills alone. Everybody needs skills.
Well, I'm sure that there's got to be a component, like you said, with both, but I think it's hard to just say, okay, I'm not going to take these pills anymore because I should work on this by myself.
Well, I think that's really a conversation for each individual to have with their doctor. You have some people who, depending on their situation, skills alone is right for them. Some people, it's pills and skills. And that's really a conversation to have with your doctor. But I talk about it in the book, a chapter about really educating yourself about the upsides and the downsides of medications.
So can you give us a specific example or two of a skill that would help a 20-something who is really struggling with anxiety?
Yes, believe it or not, the leading driver of positive personality change in your 20s is work. So even though work, it tends to be a big cause of stress and anxiety in your 20s, it's also a big driver of competence and confidence in your 20s. So the more skills people learn at work, the more they tend to settle down on the inside as life feels more settled and more possible on the outside.
You talk a little bit about this generation doing catastrophizing too, that worrying too much. And that might be a component of seeing things on social media that we didn't see when, in our generation. Is there any fix to that?
Well, yeah, so it's very normal for young adults to catastrophize. So when faced with uncertainty, they imagine the worst. They do a lot of what-ifing. So I have clients try to replace fears with facts. So let's spend less time worrying about all the things that might happen, figure out what we know about the situation and how we might be able to tackle it. That's normal, kind of a normal shift in thinking that we all have to make in our early adult years.
All right, for more, you can check out megjay.com or follow Meg on social media. Thank you so much.
Thank you.